This is Sohail with Smart Property USA. I'm sitting here with Paco and I'm going to ask Paco some questions. Paco's one of our top agents, and it's important that we provide some information about the market to all of the individuals out there who are looking to buy or sell a house in today's market. And Paco, right now, how do you view the market?
Well, the market has two sides: is the selling market and the buying market. If you're a seller, there's a lot of short sales out there. There's a lot of foreclosures, so they're competing with others, people that want to sell their property. So it's a little bit soft, you know, in that sense. And if you have a property for sale, you're going to have to compete in price with other properties that are being under
Absolutely.
You know. Now, if you're on the buyer side, there's amazing opportunities. You were talking about that
right.
person about buying a condo for $25,000, all the way to properties that should be legitimately $3 million in there, bought for $1.5 million or so.
Right. I mean, I think right now some of the prices of houses, you can say, have reached down to 75% of
Absolutely.
The previous market value.
Yes.
And one of the things that you're always telling Paco is that you focus on being honest and providing the highest integrity to your clients.
Right.
How do you feel let me back up a little bit. How do you feel? Why do you feel that that's so important to provide to your clients?
Well, the most important thing when you bring a buyer, for example, to a property, I need to understand that person is putting the future in my hands in a way.
Right.
And to me, that's it's not just an honor, but it's also a big responsibility to help someone. One of the things that I totally dislike is pushy salesmen. And I feel that my job is not to sell a home, but is to consult my clients into buying the best investment possible for themselves. And so, in that way, the first thing I do is would I buy the house myself? Would I think this is a good investment? And that's exactly what I tell my clients. I would never sugarcoat a house for my own purposes.
Great, and I completely agree with you. Now, what about sellers who are in a tough situation and they're going to lose a lot of money,
right,
and they're in a position of pain?
Right. Well, buying a house is it's a very complex operation. So it's not like selling other objects. A house is very complex. There's a lot of people, there's teams of people involved in buying a house. So if I'm going to tell my seller that I can sell the house better than others, the only reason why we sell a house is because objective factors. Is it priced right? Is the house is in good condition? And is it a good bargain for the buyer? That's what houses sell today. They don't sell because I am a great guy.
Right.
It helps.
And you are though, so you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it also helps that the house is clean, that the house is priced well, that the house is in a good location. Those are the things that sell.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, the market's trend they're either on an upward trend or a downward trend.
Right.
And either there's a lot of today's market has a lot of short sales going on,
right,
foreclosures.
Yes.
But right now in today's market, which way do you see the market trending?
Well, the way I see it is that the next 6 months is going to be almost like a flat line, because the people that are waiting, there's a lot of people waiting to sell their home, and so they're keeping the home, they're renting it, or they are doing other creative things not to put it in the market. So prices are going to be, I think, stable. There is the banks are not releasing all the properties into the market that are foreclosed or for short sale. So there's going to be a steady flow of these, and supposedly the government will...
You're referring to the suspected shadow inventory that they speak of.
Right. There is a shadow inventory, which it may happen, it may not happen, but the White House was talking about working with those banks to modify those loans and things like that. So we don't know if that will happen.
It's a suspicious right now.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. But I don't see a great fluctuation, especially a lot of the figures are for nationwide, and yes, nationwide there are places like Florida, California, or Nevada, where
Yeah,
there is so much
80% of the sales are short sales, right?
Right. And so that inventory will drag nationwide. But in the Midwest, and especially in Chicago, there are certain areas of the city, especially, that are really depressed, and they bring also, you know, the medium. They bring the medium down. But there's a lot of areas in the cities where the prices are very stable. So I see prices being stable for another 6 months, and then also depends on mortgages, because mortgages we're going into mortgages are going to go up a little bit, and they're going to raise the fees and stuff like that in a few months. So that also may bring the market a little bit down. So that's how I see it.
Yeah.
You know.
I like to say that we're entering uncharted territory for everybody in real estate.
Yes, exactly.
Now, you know, one last thing before we head off, and I know you're busy with tons of clients right now, is what do you think the most important thing is for a buyer, and what would you say the most important thing in today's market is for a seller? Right.
Well, for a buyer, you know, I hate to say this, but for the buyer, it's really important to get a good agent, because a good agent will guide you through. There is a lot of processes that you need to go through in order to get a house, especially, you know, when there are really complicated sales today. You know, like we have short sales, we have foreclosures, we have even houses that are regular houses. You know, you may want to know that you're not being cheated by a house next door being a short sale. So,
right. Or the whole neighborhood.
Or the whole neighborhood, yeah. And so having a great agent will get the buyer the right property, the right mortgage, the right lender, you know, things like that. Because, you know, I know people that have had surprises, ugly surprises at the closing with a bad lender and things like that. So,
okay.
And then for sellers, they need to be realistic about the market, and they need to, if they want to move their property, they need to price it well, and they need to find, again, a really good agent that because today to sell a house, you need to be everywhere. You need to do these things, and you need to do, direct mail. You need everything.
Open houses.
Open houses.
Reach out to your database.
Exactly.
It does. It takes a lot.
Yeah.
And you know, so right now we're trying to talk to an audience. Tell them if they're looking for more information and they want to get some more information from you.
Okay.
How can they reach you? And
okay. They can go to my website is windycitydigs.com, and there you can check the properties. There's any properties from all the real estate agents, and send me an email. I'll connect you with all the properties you need to know.
And your email address is on your website.
Yes.
Okay, that's perfect. Guys, thank you so much. This is Paco Aramburu and Sohail. I'm Sohail Salahuddin with Smart Property USA. And hopefully you can reach out to Paco for more information about today's real estate market, because we are at a completely different market. And just one last thing, you know, it's always funny because I hear from many agents, I'm waiting for the market to come back. Well, realistically, Paco, this is the market, and it's never going to be the same. No. This is today's market.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys, and again, Paco, thank you.
Okay.